Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be going over a competitive moveset build to teach Hitmonchan in the Gen 1 Pokemon games. The resources used in this video you can find links to down in the description. I'm going to go over whether these moves are learned through leveling up or through TM, and then also a location that you can access those TMs in the Gen 1 games. Unfortunately for Hitmonchan, it really just doesn't do all that much very well. You're looking to deal out damage, but even in that sense, not the best numbers. You really want to be attacking first because your defense and your hit points aren't that great, but with a speed at 76 means your opposition is often going to be attacking before you. Your special is only at 35, so if you're going against an opponent that's going to hit you with special attacks, you're going to be hurting, especially with an HP of only 50 on top of that weak special defense. And then the defense there is at 79, and the attack is its best stat at 105. It is a fighting type, which leaves it weak to flying and psychic, resisting bug and rock. And in a Gen 1 competitive battle situation, psychic is very prevalent. So the fact that you're weak to psychic, you have poor special defense on top of it, and poor HP on top of that, that means if you're hit by special type moves, especially psychic type moves, you're going to be in a world of trouble. But beyond that, taking a look at the physical attacks that Hitmonchan can bring to the table. Body Slam, 30% chance to paralyze the target, 85 power, 100 accuracy. This is going to be a TM. It's found over on the SSN. It's going to be TM 08, and on the SSN, it's on the first floor in the second room from the left. Move number 2 is going to be Submission, and unfortunately, this has a 1/4 recoil, so the fact that you're already not very tanky and then you're taking recoil damage on top of your attacks is not ideal, but you are getting a same type attack bonus with it being a fighting type move. It does 80 power, 80 accuracy. And Submission is going to be TM 17. It's found on the second floor of the Celadon department store, and you can pick up that one for 3,000. And then move number 3 is going to be Seismic Toss. This is a move that cuts through defense and it deals damage equal to the user's level. So as you work your way through the game, this move becomes more powerful. Seismic Toss is going to be TM 19, and it's found over on Route 25, which is north of Cerulean City. And this is Route 25. You're going to find the TM for Seismic Toss right by this cuttable tree. It's going to be north of that in this area. And then move number 4 is going to be Counter, which is learned through leveling up by Hitmonchan. You have to use this move strategically because essentially you have to be hit by a normal or fighting type move, and then when you use Counter, you deal double damage to the opposition. And again, another one of these situations where it's not the most ideal scenario for Hitmonchan because you don't want to be taking a lot of damage to begin with, and for Counter to work, you actually have to absorb a normal or fighting type move. The silver lining to that is the fact that Hitmonchan doesn't have terrible defense. It's passable at 79, so maybe you'll be able to tank those physical attacks a little bit better, obviously, than if you were getting hit by a special attack, and then once you absorb that blow, then you can counter it and deal out quite a bit of damage. And Counter is going to be learned through leveling up, and Hitmonchan picks that one up at level 53. Now, unfortunately, with the moves that Hitmonchan learns through leveling up, they're just not all that useful. You have a ton of different variety with Fire Punch, Ice Punch, and Thunder Punch, but since Hitmonchan has such a low special, you really can't deal out all that much damage. Even if these are super effective against your opponent, you're not going to be in the best scenario in those cases. And then you also have a normal type physical punch here option with Mega Punch, but in that instance, you may as well just go with HM04 Strength because that has the same power but more accuracy. And that's going to round this one out. In terms of who you should pick between Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, they're both kind of in this situation where neither of them are all that effective, but if I was going to pick one, I would go with Hitmonlee because it uses its glass cannon abilities a bit better, where it has higher attack, higher speed, and it also has access to a better fighting move in high jump kick. So if you're going to make that decision, I would go the Hitmonlee route. And that's going to wrap this one up. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Consider subscribing to the YouTube channel, and I'll catch you back here next time.